All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Chicago Bears Daily. My name is Jackson, and on this channel, we post daily Bears content. If that's something you enjoy this video, hit the like button, hit that sub button. So today we're going to be talking a little bit about the defense. To be specific, mainly about the defensive line, because heading into this upcoming season, I've found that recently a lot of people aren't as worried about the Bears' offensive line as they are about their defensive line. And I think it's interesting. I actually have a flipped opinion. I think that the Bears' defensive line is going to impress a lot of people. Most likely, the eventual departure of Robert Quinn will sting for a little bit. But, I mean, Mario Edwards Jr., Trevis Gipson, I like the depth that they have. I like the depth that the Bears have. I think that a lot of the guys on the defense, but I think a lot of the guys on the line in specific, I don't think that most of them have gotten a fair shot, or, I just don't think that they've come into their shoes yet. I think they have a lot to prove, and especially if you guys got guys like Muhammad coming from other teams, coming from Indy, I just feel like they come over with this chip on their shoulder, like, all right, we're going to prove everyone that didn't take a chance on us wrong. And I like the Bears coaching staff right now, so I think that they're just pretty underrated. I think it's pretty underrated. I think the addition of Justin Jones is also very underrated. I have his stats right here. Last season, he had a career year with the Chargers, only played in 11 games, finished with a pass deflection, 2 fumble recoveries, 3 sacks, 37 combined tackles, 5 quarterback hits, and 5 tackles for loss. So it was a very good season for Justin Jones, and this was much needed after Larry Ogunjobi failed the physical test. That whole situation is still very weird to me. I know he got injured, but I don't really understand that. Some people view it as like a little taint almost on Poles when he first came into being the Bears GM. I don't know the whole situation with Larry Ogunjobi. I would say I'm sure the Bears wish they had Larry Ogunjobi, but Justin Jones is definitely a solid player. I think that a lot of people are worried a little bit about the nose tackle position. I don't know if it'll be Blackson or if it'll be Tonga. I'm not sure what they're going to do, but the Bears defense is definitely trying to get back to Monsters of the Midway. Just kind of been declining since 2018, and this offseason with Akeem Hicks, with Khalil Mack as the main notable guys leaving the roster, they might have to take another step back. You might have to take another step back. A lot of people's worry right now with the Bears and with their concerns with the defensive line is that they're not sure that Muhammad, that Quinn are going to be able to put enough pressure on the quarterback. They don't know if Jones, they don't know if Tonga or whoever starts at nose tackle is going to be able to fill up the running lanes, or just, I guess, be efficient to the point where the secondary doesn't suffer. I think a lot of people, that's where their concern comes in. They think the secondary is going to have to kind of take the hit of this group, because if your defensive line isn't working out, the secondary is going to have to, I guess, really, really dial in. The Bears defense can definitely win them some games this season, but it is going to start at the line of scrimmage. It is going to start with that defensive line. But like I said, the good news is this. Personally, I don't have that concern for the Bears this upcoming season. I have the most amount of concerns on the offensive side with the offensive line. I think it's headed in the right direction. I have some concerns with the wide receiver group. It's also headed in the right direction. So that's the good news. The Bears, most of their positional groups and as a whole are trending in the right direction. And defensive line, I think you'll have guys like Muhammad. I think you'll have guys like Justin Jones really shock and surprise some people. Robert Quinn, obviously, coming off a career year, so hopefully he stays for this season, unless they can get some good value back. But I can see both sides. I can understand why you may think the defense is going to take a little step back here, but I also have good faith in the Bears secondary unit. I think Jaquan Brisker and Kyler Gordon, I think they are going to really impress a lot of people. And then I think Eddie Jackson and Jalen Johnson are going to get back to kind of their normal very good, very talented selves. So let me know what you guys think. Do you have concerns with the defensive line? Do you have any type of concerns with the defensive group in a whole? I like the guys that they have on prove-it deals. I think they're going to come into the season with a chip on their shoulder, and they are going to prove some people wrong and make some plays. So I don't think the Bears defense is really going to suffer. They might struggle at times. I don't think that they're going to suffer. I think they'll be pretty middle of the pack if we're being honest, but that might be overly optimistic to a lot of fans. So I'm very curious. What do you guys have to say down below in the comment section? Let me know. As always, hit the like button, hit that sub button for daily Bears content, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend. Peace.